How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Bunnyman. This is from 2011, directed by Carl Lindbergh, and stars Cheryl Texiera, Matthew Albrecht, and Alaina Gianci. And I have this on this Highway to Hell 6-movie collection. For whatever reason, it's split onto 2 cases. Don't know if I'm missing a box or something, but I do want to say the red version. You see how it says Hell in red letters? There's another version of this multi-pack where Hell's in blue letters, and that has completely different movies. So if you want Bunnyman, read the back and make sure you know what's in your collection. But anyway, this is the original Bunnyman. I know it actually got, I think, 2 sequels, Bunnyman Massacre and Bunnyman Vengeance, and then later the movie would be re-released as like the Grindhouse cut. I've not seen that one. Feel free to tell me how good it is and how different it is. But I knew because of the 2 sequels and the new cut that this movie had somewhat of a cult following. So I was like, what's up with this movie? Is it any good? And no, it's not. It's pretty bad and cheesy. But that being said, I had to wonder, why did it have such a cult following? And it could be the case of we just really want to see someone in a bunny suit kill people. And I mean, that is a valid idea. Or it could be that it has a so bad it's good cult following. And that's what I would bet on, because, yeah, this is pretty cheesy. It's got lots of low-budget to no-budget slasher tropes. The kills aren't particularly great. A lot of them are out of frame. Several uses of plastic Halloween skeletons. I mean, this is a 6-movie pack. The disc the guy watched it on had 3 other movies. Not the best quality, but I could still tell they were plastic skeletons. A lot of the acting isn't great, but also, man, the characters are so stupid and a lot of times mean in this movie. But there is some shockingly dumb character decisions. The movie itself is a pretty unabashed knockoff of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I think really watching this movie and comparing it to Chainsaw, you really see just how good a job Tobe Hooper did. Much like this movie, he had very little budget. He also had a minimalist plot, yet his movie was one of the top 10 horror movies of all time, so good for Tobe Hooper making the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This movie, on the other hand, the first half of this movie is pretty bad. It's a case of clearly not having 90 minutes worth of ideas, and the first half, there's a good bit of wandering about and a good bit of padding. First half's a little bit painful, but when you get to the second half, which is also much more of the Texas Chainsaw knockoff, and it's just Bunnyman killing people and doing stupid stuff, the second half's much more what you want. It's much more just Bunnyman stupid slasher stuff, and I can definitely see a bad movie night for this. Like, I could almost not recommend it for bad movie night just because the first half gets a little bit painful, but if you want something dumb and something cheesy, yeah, you'll definitely get some moments here. And here's hoping that if they haven't already, Riff Tracks really needs to pick up this movie. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the plot in order to describe it a little bit, but also pointing out some stupid moments and flaws. 2 things, I'm not a comedy teardown channel, so I'm not just going to be ragging on this movie, I'll be more analyzing it. And second, I'll be avoiding major spoilers. I mean, it is Bunnyman, but still, I'll be avoiding major spoilers, and I'll not talk about the second half as much. But anyway, we open up with a prologue, because you gotta have the prologue kill. A woman wakes up in a bathtub. She gets out and runs away, but is killed by not Bunnyman. It's just some country guy. Maybe this is Bunnyman's dad or something. You can tell there's a little bit of poorly explained lore to the family here. Whatever, this girl is killed by someone. And since this opening scene has nothing to do with the movie, why don't we just do a second prologue that does have something to do with the movie? Yeah, for whatever reason, the opening scene is a girl waking up in a tub and getting chased, and then after that, we get a girl waking up in a refrigerator, in a dump, and being chased. It's oddly repetitive, and I don't know why we have a double prologue. Maybe just to stretch the movie out for 90 minutes, or maybe the creators thought the Bunnyman lore was so important we needed this scene with this random country guy. I don't know. But second prologue girl gets chased by Bunnyman for real this time, and she hides in the back of a big truck, and Bunnyman decides to simply get in the truck and drive away. There's a weird thing here where he's driving her to, like, his killing tree. I don't know why he has to get her to this one special tree to kill her. He could just open up the trunk and kill her there, but he has, like, a chain already set up at this other tree, so he's gonna drive her miles and miles down the road, hope she doesn't get away, just to kill her at this different location for some reason. I don't know. Prologue girl isn't important. But it does get Bunnyman in his truck, where he's going to meet, on the road, 6 randos. Or actually main characters. They really do feel like the randos that would die in a slasher movie that are unimportant. But here they're your main characters. 6 people, 3 guys, 3 girls. And they're in a car when they attempt the sin of trying to safely pass Bunnyman's truck on the road. And that's going to send Bunnyman into a fit of rage. And instead of knocking off Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we're going to knock off Duel, I guess, for a little bit now. And the thing about these truck segments, 3 things I want to mention. A, for these sections, the villain of the movie is not Bunnyman, but the truck. And while technically Bunnyman is driving it, we don't have shots of Bunnyman behind the wheel going, "Ma ha ha ha!" And in turn, like, I showed up to see Bunnyman kill people, and I'm not seeing Bunnyman, I'm just seeing this truck. And second of all, the inciting incident is we tried to pass Bunnyman safely on the road. We're in a smaller vehicle, he's in a larger, slower moving one, it makes sense to do so. This is such a poor inciting incident. It's just Bunnyman gets passed on the road and now he's going crazy. And now we have an almost 90-minute movie because someone tried to pass someone on the road. It's a poor inciting incident. And third, during these truck sequences, the dang audio mixing. Bunnyman honks on his horn. It is very, very loud, and RIP headphone users, you know? I don't like, you know, the rest of the audio is like down here, and then Bunnyman's horn is all the way up here. No, too loud. It got me annoyed. Not startled, not scared, but oh my gosh, so annoyed this thing's blasting my eardrums. But anyway, a little later on, they decide to pull over for a bit, and the characters, I mean, they try to get out and talk to him, but Bunnyman is just being non-responsive, and then they just decide to sit there until he gets bored and goes away. Which I guess it's a strategy. I mean, you literally get the characters just sitting there all day hoping the slasher killer walks away. And to be fair, Bunnyman doesn't do anything, he just sits there. But I'm like, okay, granted they don't know they're in a horror movie yet, but still, there are 6 of you and one of him. He's a problem. He's crazy. Drag Bunnyman out of his truck and just beat the tar out of him. I'm just saying, okay, they don't know they're in a horror movie yet, but still, 6 and 1, this is your chance to win if you wanted to. But anyway, they decide eventually when they think he's gone to drive off, but of course he's not really gone. He runs them off the road, and now they wander around the woods, and it's much cheaper to film when you're just wandering around the woods, and a lot easier than filming cars too. And this section gets a little aimless. And I want to highlight a few more stupid parts because they bug me. One stupid... the upside down cross scene. They're looking for people. They find a trail. The trail has some markings on it. Clearly there are people there. What are the markings? Upside down crosses. Yeah, that's a plan. Follow the trail marked by the upside down crosses. What could go wrong? This is like a terrible... oh man, bad decisions. You talk about stupid horror movie characters. Yeah, follow that road. One of the girls even goes, upside down crosses? What does that mean? Yeah, what does it mean? And also, the guy at the end of the road has nothing to do with the rest of the movie at all. This whole sequence could be cut out. I smell some padding. Second dumb sequence, they meet 2 people in a car, and of course they're part of the family because this is a chainsaw knockoff. It's not just Bunnyman. Bunnyman is Leatherface, but he also has a family. And the family says, hey, there's a small abandoned cabin just down the road. Go there, wait for 20 minutes, we'll come back in our car and pick you up. It then cuts to broad daylight with all of the characters just sitting on the side of the road, waking up. Like, they waited for A, way more than 20 minutes, and B, rather than going to the shelter that they were told exist, they fall asleep on the side of the road? These characters should be covered in bugs and morning dew. How stupid do your characters have to be to go, oh, shelter up there. 20 minutes? We'll wait. Not in the shelter down here, and we'll just fall asleep on the side of the road until the next morning. What is these... how stupid are these people? Third and final of these big stupid moment highlights, they're walking through the woods, and randomly one of the girls says, our friend that died back there, we have to call his parents and let him know. What? They have no cell phones, and they're being chased by Bunnyman and his family. What are you talking about, lady? She starts going, we have to call his parents and let him know that that he's dead. We have to let them know. Okay, yeah, we will, but not while we're actively being chased by the killer, and even if we wanted to, we don't have a phone right now. And she goes on and on about this for like way too long, and I'm like, what is your problem? So yeah, the first half of this movie has some frustrating moments. Eventually though, it will turn much more into Texas Chainsaw. We'll focus primarily on Bunnyman in his house. They'll even do a dinner scene, which is a little different from Chainsaw's dinner scene, but yeah, they do eat dinner. And it is stupid, but good stupid, just to see the Bunnyman there, getting his weapons like, I'm gonna kill you. It's what we like. Now, yeah, still some stupid stuff. Again, they'll have some blood, but as far as real gore effects, you can tell they're trying, but they have no budget for real gore, special effects, and in turn, the creativity of the kills is definitely going down because of that. I also really like Bunnyman's going to kill these 2 characters, and the rest of the characters decide to patiently wait outside the cabin while Bunnyman kills them, because it's not their part of the movie. Bunnyman's killing these other people now, and then once Bunnyman's done killing, the characters who we haven't seen in like minutes just go, hey, we gotta save our friends now. And I'm like, no, you literally waited until they died and then got the idea to save them. Oh, frustrating movie. But that being said, as far as like, if you're looking for a stupid movie night, this could be it. Like, I almost might not recommend it just because the first half is a little slow and is frustrating, but bad acting, bafflingly stupid decisions and script moments, Home Depot skeletons. I mean, yeah, it's got some cheesy stuff in there, so I can recommend it for that. But other than a so bad it's good movie night, no, can't recommend that. But anyway, recommended if you want something really low budget and cheesy, around the production quality of like Birdemic, but with bad practical instead of bad CG. Okay, I don't know if it's that bad. I don't know. I'll let you analyze it. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my slasher movies playlist, where I've talked about a bunch of other slasher movies. Halloween movies, Friday the 13th movies, Alice Sweet Alice, a bunch of cool stuff. Anyway, slasher movie playlist on the bottom. Have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Relevant playlist here. Have a good day now.